Hello, my friends. My name is Janine Massey, and I'm the founder of JMM Consulting and the JMM community. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about one of my favorite coaching strategies, and it's called the no backdoor strategy. You see, many of you may have already used this strategy and didn't even know it. But when we are aware of what it is and how we can use it to support our growth and change, we can use it more often. So this is what it's made up of. One, there is a moment of clarity, usually following an aha moment, when something really occurs to you. And two, it inspires action that indicates a change in the way you see a situation, or more importantly, how you see yourself. So let me give you a for instance, one that is easy, one that you can relate to. So for many years, I have had this desire to play the guitar. Now, I played the clarinet as a soloist for many years in the younger part of my life. And I've admired guitars. I even purchased a guitar for someone else because they mentioned wanting to play a guitar. And all of a sudden, I saw a post on Facebook that offered guitar lessons. And it was in that moment that I recognized how long I had said to myself that I wanted to play the guitar. And I thought about it, and I even kind of chuckled. And I looked at it, and more I read the post, who was giving the lessons. This was a really cool guy from England. He's from Wales, so he plays rock music. He is formally trained in guitar. Additionally, he lives on a boat in the Alicante port. Now, this marina I have looked at since I moved to Alicante, Spain. And I wanted to get on those docks. I wanted to be part of that community, and I couldn't have access because you see it's private and it's locked. So I laughed to myself, and he was offering a taster lesson is what he called it. And so immediately I reached out to him because I decided I was no longer going to say to myself or anyone else, someday I'm going to play the guitar. So I thought I would explore it. Didn't own a guitar and went and had the taster lesson and enjoyed meeting this guy. He was very much like he shared he was. The situation was how I thought it would be. And in that moment, I made a decision. I told him I would do the lessons, and we quickly made plans. And he accompanied me actually within the next 2 days to a music store, and we bought a guitar. And before you knew it, I was practicing every day. I'm making progress in the guitar. And no longer in this lifetime will I be able to say, someday I'd like to play the guitar. Now, that may sound, Janine, you know what, playing the guitar, is it that big of a deal? It's a big deal. And let me tell you why. One, we pay attention to ourselves. We watch and to see how seriously we take ourselves. When you make up your mind and you act on it, you're watching yourself and you gain momentum in that. So it started with the little chuckle, and it started with the message to this instructor. And then it started to, within days, I went and found this boat on the pier, in the docks, in the marina. And I did the taster lesson, and I said yes. And I said, yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to pay for these lessons. I wasn't even sure how I was going to pay, but yes, I was going to pay for these lessons. I didn't even have a guitar, but it didn't matter. I made a decision. And once the decision was made, I know myself personally, when I make a decision, I always follow through. Maybe different for you. Maybe that's not your story. Maybe your story is, whenever I pay for something, I always show up. Maybe that's your story. So if you paid for lessons, you would show up. Maybe your story is, whenever I tell people I'm going to do something, then I always do it. We have our things, you know. Knowing ourselves is important. Feeling the momentum. Having no back door when you take that step that takes you to the next step. I want you to consider that. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a second video this week and share another client story with you. So this is just a start to think about it. I want you to think about no backdoor moments. You probably have more than you think. And if you were conscious about it, your thoughts, your desires, what you say you're going to do, what you actually do, and what are the activities, the meaningful intentions and motion that you put behind what you say you're going to do. I'm going to come back and talk with you about this again in the next couple of days. So give it some thought. No backdoor. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now I'm playing the guitar. How about you, my friends? Hope to have you come join me on my next video. Talk to you soon.